What's going on, guys? Ken here, and in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 tips to help you elevate your real estate media agency's brand. All right, so tip number 5, if you're not using a point of sale or a media management site, you definitely should be. So for instance, I use Ario, which allows me to streamline all of my processes into one place. It also allows me to streamline my bookings for clients. It gives you a booking site, along with the ability to deliver media to clients without them being able to download it and preview before paying for it. These are all things that have helped simplify my workflow with my clients. And there's a bunch of different sites available out there. You don't just have to use Ario. You have Spiro, Tonimo, and even HD Photo Hub. And the best part is all of these things are super affordable and sometimes actually no cost at all. Like HD Photo Hub, you can use their service completely free and only get charged when you deliver a product. This is absolutely amazing and a definite game changer if you're somebody that's not using that currently. Tip number 4 is preparation. Before you ever step out into the field and start shooting, you need to make sure your gear is fully prepped. I know this sounds like a no-brainer, but I have to say it here and I have to say it now because too often the time I work with clients that tell me that their previous media provider arrived on site, didn't have SD cards, didn't have batteries charged fully, didn't have the right gear to be able to do the job. I try to make sure that I have all of my gear that I need with me for the day before I ever depart my office. The first thing I always do is make sure we have SD cards, batteries fully charged. I also believe in redundancy, and that means keeping SD cards and spare batteries and even a battery charger in my car. So no matter the circumstance, I know that I'll still be able to get the job done for the client. This is super essential because delays leave lasting impressions on a client that may make them not want to use you again. So anything you do to mitigate that problem will help you in the future. Tip number 3, it's to use dynamic movements. A lot of times when you watch a real estate video and you're locked in, there's usually a dynamic movement that keeps you engaged. Keeping people engaged with visual movements is going to be a key to making good social media content today. Oftentimes people will just scroll up if it's the same boring push and pull left to right. So you want to keep movements engaging and interesting. Doing something original, whether it be a twist or a pull with your gimbal, will keep somebody locked in. Using different drone movements will also keep somebody locked into watching what you are showing them. And if you're enjoying the content that we're doing today, be sure to head over to pilotinstitute.com community for more real estate related workshops just like this. Let's talk about number 2. And it has to do with the gear that you purchase. When I first started out in this industry, I bought a ton of gear. I wasted a lot of money. I wasted a lot of time. Why? Because I didn't do the right research. And oftentimes I was just buying gear because I thought that that was all I can afford at that immediate moment, which in some instances that is the case. But it doesn't mean you should stop doing your research so you can buy it right instead of buying it twice. For instance, I recommend to anybody that asks me to film with a full frame camera. Full frame cameras, no matter what brand it is going to give you the best results for real estate media. And if you can't afford 2 different cameras for video and photos, that's okay. There's plenty of hybrid cameras that will work just the same and allow you to both film video and also take amazing photos. And the same goes for drones. You don't have to have a Mavic 4 Pro to get amazing, beautiful, brilliant captures. Actually, one of my favorite drones to use for real estate is also the cheapest drone. It's the Mini 4 Pro. Beautiful 4K vertical video that pretty much no other drone offers unless you have Mavic 4 Pro, but unfortunately, they're really hard to get. So don't get too hell-bent on gear. Choose the best gear for you, but make sure you're doing your research on that gear before clicking that purchase button. All right, so my number 1 biggest tip for you is to study. Well after I am done in the field, I am continuing on either practicing my gimbal movements or watching tutorials and courses from some of my peers, trying to get better and learn new techniques and tricks. This is the number 1 thing that I spend the most time and money on is knowledge. And it's something that can propel you further than any amount of gear that you can buy. So often I see people with these amazing cameras, but the results look terrible. Remember, it's not about the paintbrush, it's about the artist behind that brush. So if you have the knowledge to move that brush, you're gonna get some pretty great results. All right, so I know I just threw a lot of information at you, but remember, this is a consistency game. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Apply these things consistently and every single day to your business and you'll start to see the changes.